I don't know, you never have a Honda and then two come along at once. It's like buses, except a lot faster and cooler. Welcome to another edition of the Motorcycle Diaries. I'm your host, Luke Wilkins. How are we all doing? Hope you're good. It's Sunday. Just got back from a weekend down in Brighton. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't take the bike because I went to see my family and everything else. I had to take a lot of gear down with me, doing some filming for White Air and some coverage of 5 Live for BBC, which is a change up from what I normally do on Kerrang, especially as it was all about extreme sports, and my speciality is kind of more rugby cricket, but I must admit I had a brilliant time, and obviously the bikes. So, let's have a look at this beastie. Now, my plan was to actually do a week's worth of reviews on this bike. I've actually had it for a few days, but the guys down at Street Bike, Jay, Scary and the team, are so efficient at selling bikes, they've managed to sell it already. So, I've got to return it tomorrow, therefore I'm going to try and encapsulate a big review in one day. I have been riding it a bit more than just one day. But yeah, obviously my focus before was a Harley V-Rod. So this, my friends, is the Honda CB1300. Now, I rode recently the Yamaha XJ1300, the retro muscle bike from them. Absolutely loved it. This is obviously Honda's version, and do you know what? It's blooming gorgeous. Look at this retro 80s styling. It makes me want to listen to Aha or Van Halen or something, and go out in a pink Lacoste sweater and, I don't know, cowboy boots. It's just wicked. I've completely fallen in love with it. I must admit, to start with, I was like, well, it's a bit of a strange, square-looking bike. When you think of how most bikes nowadays resemble more kind of Transformers with the technology and the high-tech look. But this, it's got a rawness and that retro style that I love. 1300, 4-cylinder engine, shocks at the back just look immense. They give it a real raw, masculine almost appeal. Not that you can be, a female couldn't ride this bike because it's very, very easy to ride. But it does just ooze power. Something about it, it's almost simple. There's nothing overcomplicated on this. It just works. That engine, wow, it delivers so much torque and grunt. And as you can see from the dials, it revs up to, 8,500 before it redlines. You can actually get that on the thing. And if you want to be a bit cheeky, you can take it a bit more. Obviously, this is brand new. It's only done about 400 miles, and I've done about 200 of those myself. So I've taken it a lot easier, and running it in for the guys down at Street Bike, and obviously the gentleman who's going to be buying it shortly. But it's got to be said, it's one of the coolest things I've ever written, and I've just realised that someone's nicked the wing mirrors off it. That's awesome. Someone's actually stolen the wing mirrors off my bike. I had no idea about that. That's not a good thing. Who in the world would do that? Oh my goodness, I didn't realise that. I've just got back and someone stole the wing mirrors off my bike. I don't believe it. Oh, I better call Jason up anyway. So, as you can see, it's gorgeous. Let's have a listen to that engine, Sans wing mirrors. If I put this down by the exhaust, should ever get Has the traditional lovely Honda purr, and as you can see from the back, a lovely profile. Just no wing mirrors. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Jason a call at Street Bike right now and let him know. Unfortunately, if this guy wants to buy it, it's been tampered with. I can't get over that. Someone's nicked the wing mirrors from my bike. Anyway, it is Sunday. I'm going to take it out for a ride, and I shall report back in a little bit more about exactly what it's like. But I've got to admit, I think it's blooming ace. I've taken it around town, I've taken it on the big roads. It just loves it. It eats up the miles, and it just oozes, as I say, that raw power ethic that I love. Anyway, for Sunday, the Honda CB1300 on the Motorcycle Diaries without wing mirrors, I've been Luke Wilkins. Ride safe, my friends.